Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Everyday English podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. And together with Anna, we're here to help you speak English with confidence in everyday situations.
We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're listening on your commute, while cooking dinner, or just relaxing, we've got a great topic for you.
Today, we're talking about a problem that I think every English learner has. You know the feeling. You've studied hundreds of words. You know them. But when you need to speak, when you open your mouth, they're gone.
Yes, that feeling is so common, and let's be honest, it can be a little frustrating. So our topic today is why you keep forgetting English words.
And more importantly, what we can do about it. We're going to look at how our brains remember things and share some simple, powerful tips to make those English words stick.
Exactly. So if you've ever felt this way, you are not alone. Please keep listening. Okay, Mark, let's start with the big question. Why does this happen? Why do we forget words we're sure we've learned?
Well, it's not because you're bad at English. It's actually just how our brains are designed. Our brains are amazing, but they are also a little lazy. They like to save energy. So if they think a piece of information isn't very important, they don't bother to save it strongly.
That's a great way to put it. Think of your brain like a librarian. If a new book comes in and you just put it on a random shelf once, the librarian might forget where it is. But if you check out that book again and again and talk about it with friends, the librarian knows it's a popular, important book and will remember exactly where to find it.
I love that. The librarian in our head. So the problem isn't your memory, it's often how we're trying to put the new words into our memory.
Yes, and one of the most common ways people learn vocabulary is by studying lists, right? A list of words with translations. For example, apple, manzana, book, libro, run, correr. We stare at the list, we repeat the words, but this has a big problem.
What's the problem with lists? They seem so organized.
They are organized, but they are lifeless. They have no context. There's no story, no picture, no feeling connected to the word. When you learn run from a list, it's just a word. But when you learn it from a story or a conversation, you remember the situation.
Oh, I see. So if you learn the word run from a sentence like, I had to run to catch the bus this morning, you don't just remember the word run. You might remember the feeling of being late, the image of a bus. It's connected to a memory. That makes it much stronger.
Exactly. Your brain has more connections to that word. It's not just a single, lonely word on a list. Let's show our listeners an example. Let's imagine two ways of learning the word delicious.
Okay, way number one, the list. Delicious, delicioso. Okay, I read it. I might remember it for a test tomorrow, but maybe not next week.
Now, way number two, in a conversation. Mark, imagine I just baked some cookies. I give you one. You take a bite.
Wow, Anna. These cookies are so delicious.
Thank you. I'm glad you like them.
See, in that little scene, the word delicious is connected to a real experience. The taste of a warm cookie, a friendly moment, a compliment. It's much more memorable. I'll probably remember the word delicious every time I eat a cookie now.
That's the key difference. Learning words in isolation versus learning them in context. Our brains love context.
So what's one big thing we can do? We can stop just memorizing lists and start learning words through conversations, stories, and real-life situations.
Yes, and that leads us to our first big tip. Repetition with connection. It's not enough to just repeat a word 10 times. You need to meet that word in different places.
Can you give us some examples of how to do that, Anna?
Of course. Let's say you want to learn the word grateful, which means to be thankful. Day 1, you see it in a YouTube video. The person says, "I'm so grateful for my family." You write it down.
Okay, I have it in my notebook. Grateful.
Right. Now, don't close the notebook. The next day, you try to use it. Maybe you think to yourself, "I am grateful for my good health." Or you send a message to a friend, "Thank you for your help. I'm very grateful."
Oh, so you're using it actively. You're not just looking at it, you're making a new sentence with it.
Yes. And then, a few days later, you hear it again in a song. The singer says, "I'll be grateful for this day." And you think, "Hey, I know that word." This is called spaced repetition. And each time you meet the word, the connection in your brain gets stronger.
That's fantastic. So it's about meeting your new English words again and again, but in different, interesting ways.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about another reason we forget words: passive learning.
Passive learning, what does that mean?
It means when you are only receiving English, but not using it. For example, only listening to English podcasts, even our great podcast, or only watching movies. This is wonderful and very helpful, but it's passive. Your brain is relaxed. It's not working hard to find the words and use them quickly. To really remember a word, you need to move it from your passive vocabulary, the words you understand, to your active vocabulary, the words you can use when you speak.
How do we do that? It sounds difficult.
It can be simple. You don't need a speaking partner all the time. You can talk to yourself.
Talk to myself? Won't people think I'm strange?
Maybe, but it's a great tool. When you're alone, just describe what you are doing in English. For example, while you are making coffee, you can say, "Okay, now I am pouring the water into the coffee machine. The water is hot. I need a cup. This cup is big. I hope the coffee tastes good."
That's actually a great idea. It's low pressure. No one is listening. No one is judging you. You are just practicing getting the words from your brain to your mouth. It builds a bridge between your knowledge and your speaking.
Yes, you're building a bridge. It's like exercise for your speaking muscles.
Speaking of mistakes, let's move to our next section, tips and common mistakes. Anna, what is a common mistake people make when they try to remember new words?
A very common mistake is trying to learn too many words at once.
Oh, yes. The night before a test, you try to learn 50 new words.
Exactly. Your brain can't handle it. It's like trying to eat a whole pizza in 1 minute. You might do it, but you won't feel good and you won't remember the taste of the pizza. It's much better to learn 5 words every day and really learn them well than to learn 50 words in 1 day and forget them all in a week.
Quality over quantity. So be patient with yourself. Learning 5 new words a day is 35 new words a week. That's over 150 new words a month. That is amazing progress.
It really is. Another common mistake is being afraid of making mistakes.
This is a big one. People are sometimes so scared to say the wrong word that they don't say any word at all.
And that means they lose a chance to practice. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The goal is communication, not perfection. If you say, "I am exciting," when you mean, "I am excited," people will still understand you, and you will learn from that mistake.
So, don't be afraid. Be brave. Use the words even if you are not 100% sure. It's the best way to learn.
Okay, let's do a little practice together. We're going to give you a mini situation and some phrases you can use. This will help you learn words in context, just like we talked about.
I love this part. Let's imagine the situation is you forgot a word in the middle of a conversation. This happens to everyone. What can you do? You don't just have to be silent.
Right. So here are some helpful phrases. Listen carefully, and then we'll repeat them slowly. Sorry, I forgot the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. This is a great idiom. It means you feel like you almost remember it. How do you say, for example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say, how do you say sombrilla?
It's a thing that you use when it's raining. You can describe the word. This is a powerful strategy. Oh, an umbrella.
Perfect. So, you see, even if you forget the word, you can still communicate. This takes away so much pressure.
Let's do one more situation. How about talking about your weekend?
Great. Here are some useful phrases for that. What did you do this weekend? I had a very relaxing weekend. I met up with some friends.
We went out for dinner. I just stayed home and relaxed.
Wonderful. Now you have some full sentences you can use. Try to practice these sentences, change them a little. Instead of dinner, say lunch. Instead of friends, say family.
Yes, make the sentences your own.
Okay, let's do a quick recap of our main tips for remembering English words.
Tip number 1. Learn words in context. Don't just study lists. Use stories, conversations, and examples.
Tip number 2, use spaced repetition. Meet your new words many times in different ways. See it, use it, hear it again.
Tip number 3. Activate your vocabulary. Don't just be a passive listener. Talk to yourself, write a short diary entry, send a voice message to a friend. Use the words.
Tip number 4, learn fewer words, but learn them well. 5 words a day is better than 50 words in one day.
And tip number 5. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Be brave and speak. Communication is the goal.
Perfect recap, Mark. Well, listeners, we hope you found this episode helpful and motivating. Remember, forgetting words is a normal part of the learning process. It doesn't mean you are bad at English.
Absolutely. You are training your brain, and that takes time and patience. Be kind to yourself. Every great English speaker was once a beginner who forgot words too.
If you enjoyed this episode, please help our channel grow. You can subscribe to the Everyday English podcast so you never miss an episode.
And if you have a moment, leave us a comment. Tell us about your experience. What words do you often forget? What tips do you want to try? We love reading your comments.
You can also like this video and share it with a friend who is also learning English. Learning together is more fun.
Thank you so much for listening and for being a part of our community. We are so grateful for you.